guys, welcome to another interesting segment on Home Truth Nigeria. So, this is a continuation on the series Understanding the Mission of the Nigerian Man, Part 3. For those of you who've been following this series, I talked on when a Nigerian man has genuine interest, in you, signs you watch out, and also when this interest is monetary, and also signs you watch out. Now, for the sake of this video, we will be looking at the Japa interest. So, this basically means when your Nigerian man is dating you solely on the purpose of have using you as a means to travel. That is, the relationship is just there so that you can help indirectly to take him to your country. Now, what does Jakpa mean? So Jakpa basically means it's a word recognized in the Oxford Dictionary. It's a Nigerian slang to describe the act of leaving one's country, especially in search of better opportunities. So it basically means to run away or to escape, and it's a term for immigration, particularly amongst Nigerians. So this is where we use the term mostly. Now, a survey was carried out in 2024, and this survey was asked first in 2027. They asked Nigerians if they had plans of immigrating. In 2027, 11% wanted to immigrate. 9% were just not so sure. But come back to 2024, 33% of Nigerians, that is triple the size, are open to relocation, and 10% are somewhat open to wait. So this shows you that things are changing, and the structure and the economy of Nigeria. Now, why do people consider immigrating to other countries? Well, if you look at it from this article, it says majority of Nigerians have considered leaving the country, usually in search of better economic opportunities, according to the latest Afro Barometer survey. The proportion of citizens who have given immigration a lot of thought has tripled since 2017. The most common reason among potential immigrants are the search for work opportunities and the wish to overcome economic hardship. So you have the highly educated, unemployed, urban, and young citizens are most likely to consider immigration. Their most popular destinations are North America, that is you in the United States, Canada, Europe, women in like talking about the UK, Germany, as the case may be, and Middle East for those who don't have the money to move. Now, I will leave it at there. So basically, you can understand why it seems like you have a lot of Americans mostly targeted for scamming because the destination first is Canada. Canada is the first destination for most Nigerians, and then comes the United States, and then the UK, and then some other parts of Europe. So what happens then when a Nigerian man is not skilled and he doesn't have the means to travel? Basically, when this Nigerian man is broke, he doesn't have the means to travel. If you look at it, you see that to study in the US for Nigerians, you have an average cost of around $25,000 to $45,000 a year. And in the UK, you're looking at 10 to going up 20 something pounds each year. So when a Nigerian man doesn't have this means to go study or to relocate by the virtue of his skill, and he doesn't want to work hard, he doesn't want to work hard to like save money or work out to carve a niche for himself like most Nigerians would or are doing. The next thing he would do is to look for a lady who would help him or assist him to travel. And that is why today I want to point out 2 or 3 points that will highlight signs you should watch out when you are with a Nigerian man and his sole purpose of dating you is for the Japa interest, basically just to travel. Now, the first thing you have to look at is what I call the quick proposal. Now, you have Nigerian men who propose very quickly. This is true. You have some Nigerian men, not most, just little Nigerian men who, the moment they see you, they propose to you. Now, why do they do this? Now, the truth is, these Nigerian men, they know who you are. They know who you are in the context of these Nigerian men know what they want in a woman. So the moment they see this particular woman, there's no need wasting time. They immediately propose. Then second thing is these men are financially capable. They're financially capable in the sense that they can do their wedding, they can plan their wedding, they have a source of income, and then they have a roof over their head. So it is these few things you will know that okay, when a Nigerian man is proposing to you, quickly you see this and like, okay, let me think over it. However, when a Nigerian man proposes to you quickly, within 3 months, 5 months, or even 6 months, and you've not met this man before, and you know that financially this guy is in it, Meaning this dude can't pay for a wedding. He doesn't even have a roof over his head, and he's proposing to you. My sister, it is worth thinking of. You need to think. Now, why am I saying so? I'm saying this because for the Nigerian culture, you are not ready for marriage if you don't have a source of income. Whoever you're getting married to, you must have a source of income. No Nigerian woman would jump into marriage to you if you don't have a source of income, because that is normal. You must have a source of income. Not just that, you should have a roof over your head. It doesn't matter if you stay in a studio, a condo, whatever. You should have your own place where you pay your rent, a roof over your head. And then lastly, the family must be in agreement. At least some part of the family must be in agreement that, okay, you should get married and we support you getting married to this lady. This is what you should look for. However, what you have in reverse is that you have women from the West who are dating Nigerians who have proposed to them quickly, and you have these women get to understand that these men have no source of income. So what these women do is that they basically giving them money. This keep in mind, this man has proposed to this lady. This men, a lot of them, some of them are squatting. The ones who are not squatting, most of these ladies are paying for their rent. Keep in mind, this man has proposed to this lady to be his wife. And then you have this fake acceptance from the family. So this fake acceptance is that the family, they understand all the benefit and favor you're doing for their son. Definitely they have to accept you because you're like the light at the end of the tunnel. So it is fake. It's not real. They're accepting you because of all the good things you're bringing for them, not because their son genuinely loves you or they genuinely love you. So this is where the problem is. And this is why a lot of them are using you as a means to travel because they know you don't understand it. And that's why I say to some of you, if a Nigerian man proposes to you, you see he has no source of income, he has no roof over his head, and you don't even know who the family they are, be very quick to reject that proposal. Be very quick to reject that proposal because you have to make sure this dude has a source of income. I'm not talking about being rich, a source of income. He has a job. He has his own place, not squatting. If he's squatting, he doesn't have a source of income. He is not ready for marriage. But if he's proposing to you under such circumstances, he is there to use you as an interest to travel. The second point is the unwillingness to relocate to Nigeria. So I've said it in some of my videos, and I'll say it again, and I'll say it here. If a Nigerian man is showing interest in you to marry you, it's a very good thing. But again, one way to know if this dude is with you for real or if he's there to marry you or and have you bring him to his country is to put a strong, I repeat, a strong pressure on him, telling him you want to relocate to Nigeria after the wedding. Now, guys, I see nothing wrong if you are genuinely in love with a Nigerian man. You both love yourself for real. And whatever reason you like, oh, babe, boy, I love Nigeria. I love the weather. I love the food. I love the people. I'd like to relocate to Nigeria when we get married. If a man truly loves you, like, okay, sure, let's plan it. How do we go about it? You can both put heads together and plan for this. However, when you bring this to the front of your Nigerian man who is pushing to marry you, and he tells you no. Now, don't expect an outright no. He could tell you no in a way whereby he doesn't say no. You could like, oh babe, I want to relocate to Nigeria, and he's gonna like, oh babe, I understand, but Nigeria is bad, it's a wasteland, no job, corruption everywhere, etc. But you see, America, Germany, UK, wherever you're from, Canada, wherever you're from, I think it's the right place for us to grow, have a family, because Nigeria is not just that place I think I want you to be now and everything. Or he tells you, let me come over first and then we can talk about it and see how when you can come to Nigeria. Now, these are signs that this man basically is with you for the sole interest of traveling. Again, marriage, when you marry the right person, there could be a reason for him relocating to you. This happens so long as this man is real, is genuine, his interest is pure. But one thing you notice is that even these men that have to relocate, even the real ones, At some point, if you tell them that you like to relocate to Nigeria, they have no problem with that. The most important thing is wherever you are or wherever they are, they want to be with you. That is the true intention of marriage. Even if you're in Sudan, Somalia, they just want to be with you. But if you meet these guys who tell you, oh, they want to get married to you, and at the same time, they don't want you to relocate to Nigeria, the intentions are not clear. And that is why I say to a lot of you ladies, put this as like a test to them, and don't just put it and then he could feel like you're sounding unserious. Like, babe, maybe I just come to Nigeria. What do you think? What do you think? No, be very serious about it. No, let him see that you're very serious with the thought of getting married and staying back in Nigeria. And then see if he's okay with that or if he's going to tell you outrightly no. There are women who have come to my page and say, oh, the moment I told him I want to relocate to Nigeria, he stopped talking to me. He blocked me, and stuff like this. So you have to put this to understand if this dude is with you just for the purpose of relocating to your country, or if he's with you because he genuinely loves you. And you have to be very serious when you put this question to him. Don't put it in a way whereby, oh, you sound unserious. And the final thing I will talk on today is the unexpected or improper wedding. Now, you have a lot of Western women who have traveled all the way from their country of origin to visit their Nigerian man. There's this lot of excitement and butterfly buzzing in the belly the moment they meet. And you're happy, you're meeting the man you've been talking to for quite a while for the first time. You're excited. And you see, one thing is that some of these ladies who meet genuine men, they go, they come back again, they go, they come back again, and then they get married the proper way. If they're getting married in Nigeria, they get married in the proper way, the proper way whereby people from the family, friends, they come to grace it. You yourself, as a lady, you would know you've been properly married because you actually took time to plan this wedding. You took time, great deal to plan it. Families, friends, religious leaders, everyone was there. You would know you were married properly the Nigerian way. However, you have these women who just come for the first time, why still jet lag and maybe disoriented. The dude proposes to this lady with some bunch of fake satin flowers and expired chocolate that also spikes the blood level of this lady, keeps her completely tossed and confused, wondering where she is. Now, in that state of confusion, the guy brings out a form, tells her to fill, like, hey, look, we're wedding next week, or we're wedding on Saturday, the Nigerian registry. And why the lady, with so much, blood is spiked from the expired chocolate. The next thing, this guy gives this lady a parachute in the name of a wedding dress, and she wears it, and then the guy dresses like somebody who is serving as a janitor in a hotel. And then the next thing, within few minutes, you've gone to the Nigerian registry. You wedded quickly. The guy shows you the certificate. And babe, you're married now. So you have to come and start going quickly back to your country so you can start making my paperwork. So when you do it, I can come to you. Guys, news flash is that most of these women who even in their state of unconsciousness marry this guy because they think they are conscious, but they're not conscious. A lot of them who marry this guy even are the ones who still fund 100% the paperwork to bring this guys now. So the thing you need to know when you are being coerced into sham marriage is that, first of all, the proposal comes unexpectedly in the sense that you're not there yet. There's a way you would relate with a man as a lady. You know that, okay, by now he should be asking me to marry him. You have this expectation because of the way you've related, but you're not there yet. And then the next thing, this guy is giving you all this ring, that if you expose it to rain, this ring that comes with manual, don't stand with this ring outside an electric pole. When it's raining, don't wear it. You're not there, but this guy is giving it to you, kneeling down with his friends, and you feel this toxic empathy for him, and then you accept it. And then another thing you know is that the wedding is not arranged, it's unorganized. You don't see families, they don't wed you the Nigerian way. You're in Nigeria yet they hide you like a commodity, smuggled good, contraband to wed you. You don't get to feel and experience the way Nigerians wed in Nigeria. it's worth thinking of. So this is one way, so you go through that, and you just know that this guy is using you as an escape route to Japa. You are now a means to leave the country. So if you're listening to me, guys, few percentage of Nigerian men who don't want to work hard, who are lazy, a lot of them are online. They've captured a lot of you listening to me. Some of them are still looking for some victim. They will give this fake studio love, lure her to Nigeria, and in a twinkle of an eye, they'll propose to this lady, marrying this lady, even without the lady realizing that what she's done. Now, with the pressure of going back to our country to fill the paperwork and then bring him directly. And then some of these guys, they even put you under pressure. A lot of them will refuse to talk to you because of how slow you are with the paperwork. They would emotional blackmail you, and you'll be forced to even take up extra job. Maybe at your age, you're 60 something, you want to be a cheerleader so you can make extra money to bring this guy back. These are few signs that the person you are with is there to travel just on jackpot interest. It's not with you because he loves you. There's no genuine interest in it. It's with you because he wants you to bring him to the country. So if you got questions, you can always write me free on home336 at gmail.com. Like, share, subscribe. Home Nigeria. Peace out.